But yeah, the FreeTress. Who watched Bunny? Graveyard Girl. Y'all know who that is? No? I'm gonna link her down below. Love her. Anywho. Hey my beautiful people. How's it going? As always, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So of course you already know by the title of this video, and as you see me sitting here, this is going to be a hair review, and yes, it is going to be a review on this loveliness right here. You see it, get into it, yes. I've been loving these braids, and if you did not know, these are crochet braids. Yes, crochet braids. You know how I do. I have been really loving this hairstyle right here. Alright, so I don't want this video to be super long like I usually am, so I'm going to hop right into it. I was sent this hair to review by a company known as Sistawigs. If you're not familiar with Sistawigs, they're basically an online beauty supply store. They have a ton of different items, so many different things. Whatever you need, they got it. Crochet braids, wigs, weaves, all of that good stuff. They have everything, so definitely check them out. So as far as what hair this is by the brand known as FreeTress. Yes, if you are familiar with crochet braids, you may have come across this company, but basically it is the FreeTress braid, and it is their Dookie braid. Yes, Dookie, they took it back with that word, the Dookie braid. But it's the large Dookie braids, and I got it in the color 4. So this is what it looks like. I used 8 packs. 8 packs. I know that sounds like, oh my god, so much. Trust me, you'll be fine. So this is what the braid looks like. I only have one braid left to show you. It's a little messed up because I've been throwing it around all over the place. But yeah. Now in the pack, I believe there was 9 braids total per pack. So 9 braids. That definitely was enough, so I definitely had to use all 8 packs. If you can get away with using less, then by all means do so. I've seen some women do that, but I have used all 8 packs. Now speaking of the 8 packs, my hair does not feel heavy. Trust me, it does not feel heavy. You would think 8 packs, you would think your head would be tilting over like whoa, but it's not. Usually braids this long tend to be a little bit heavier than, let's say, if you get the shorter braids or shorter twists or whatever. They tend to be a little bit heavier, so I was surprised that it was as light as it felt. Now I'm not going to sit here and say that you can't feel it in your head. You can definitely feel and know that you have braids in your hair. It's not like the lightest thing you'll have in, but it's not heavy, so don't be alarmed if you think you have to use 6, 7, 8 packs. But I will say though, it will get heavier once you try to do different styles with it. So what I mean is, if you try to put it in a big large bun, it will feel heavier. You'll have all this hair topped, you know, piled right on top of your head, so it will definitely feel heavier. I haven't really worn it in a bun. I worn it like twice like that, and it was cool in the beginning, but as I wore it all throughout the day, I was just like, ugh. When I wear it like this, it's not heavy at all. So this is how I tend to wear it, but I have been wearing my little half knot up top and different things. You can style it different ways, but I'm just saying if you try to put it all together, it may be a little bit heavier. I really love how these braids look. I love how neat these braids are. They are so neat. People have been stopping me like, oh my god, who did your hair? Where did you go? Who braided it? I'm like, FreeTress. I mean, what you mean? Like, yeah, like people have been thinking that I've been braiding my own hair, and I'm like, no. Me get it this neat? I think not. And it was a little bit neater than it is now. I've been wearing it for over a week now, and some of the braids just a little bit, maybe getting a little frizzy, but I mean, these braids are super neat. I really like these ends. I love the way they ended the ends. That was the thing about me, like back in the day when I would try to braid my own hair and do braids this big. I could never get it to end right, so you know, I had to do what most of us did. Either we boiled it in some water, which was cool, or most of the time I would take a little lighter and just flick at the ends just to burn it off there. Y'all know, ladies, y'all know. Y'all know. But these ends are great. They have not unraveled on me at all. None of the braids have come out yet. None. And I'm a wild sleeper, so I'll be all over the place. But none of them have come out, which is really awesome. Another thing that I really liked about these braids was the time that it took me to do this. This was the fastest crochet braids I've ever done in my life. It took me 2.5 hours. And that half hour I used, that could have been eliminated if I knew what I was doing. I'm going to explain. But 2 hours, done. So I've really been loving this hair. I think it's really bomb. But there was one con that I had, and it was the installing of the hair initially. So I hope as I try to explain this, it makes sense. I know sometimes I just can ramble, and I feel like I don't explain things very precisely. So hopefully you follow along. But as far as the installation, I felt like the loop wasn't big enough for me to crochet the hair on. So basically, I am going to show you my braid pattern. You know what, let me insert that now. This is what my braid pattern looks like for the installation. So basically it's just cornrows going straight back to the middle of my head. We stopped at the middle. My mother braided my hair, by the way. But we stopped at the middle. She connected all the braids going into one big braid like this, as you can see. One big braid like this. Once she got here, she just did one gigantic like snake braid in the back, going in a zigzag like that. And you can do any braid pattern you like. I know some girls like to leave out some hair in the front, or do a different braid pattern in the front to make it look more like just regular braids, like it's not crocheted in. Me, I don't really care. I felt like even when I put my hair up, even if I did, I mean, I still felt like it looked pretty much like braids. You may be able to tell it's crochet, you may not. I mean, some people didn't know it was crochet, so it doesn't matter to me. But there's a bunch of braid patterns out there that you can definitely choose from. I'm going to insert another clip and show you how I was installing my hair and kind of explain to you what was going on with me as I did it. Okay, so this is our braid hair. Now, the one thing I just didn't particularly care for was the fact that it didn't have a loop at the top. So as you can see, this is the top. This is what you're going to crochet onto your hair. Now, I'm used to doing crochet braids where, you know, you have your curlier styles or anything like that, where you would fold it, right? You fold it, and then you would take your latch hook, and once you create this kind of loop with it, you can just latch your hair onto your hook. You see your hook, you just latch all the hair on your hook, and then you can close it, right? And then pull it through. With this, oops, I don't want to mess up my braid, but so with this, there's no distinctive, there's no opening. Like where do you see an opening? Now you can kind of just stick your needle in there, but see, I just kind of sticked it in there. If you can see, this piece is not in there, so I only have half of the hair on the hook. That's not good, because when you install it and you go to close it, once you pull it through, this hair is going to be sticking out. So all of the hair needs to be on the hook in order for you to get that nice close. But yeah, I just wish there was a way that it had a clearer distinction. You kind of have to make your own hole, so to speak. But I'm going to kind of show you how I install it and further explain. Alright, so you have your latch hook that looks like this. You're going to have it open. Just going to slide it underneath your braid like so. Leave it open like that. Then you are going to take your braid, okay, and basically just latch it on to the hook like so. Close it, and then just slide it through your hair. Okay, now what I do is I take it off and I slide it through. You want to be careful about your edges. You know, you don't want to be losing your edges. It's happened to me before. But so now at this point, now it's going to be too difficult for you to just take a braid and slide it through the loop. As I stated earlier, there's really no defined loop for you to do that, and even if you had one, it probably won't be big enough because this braid is kind of big. So what I would do is, once I slide it through, I would take my latch hook and just make sure I get all the hair on it. So slide it through a loop, but make sure I have all the hair on the needle, all of it. As you can see, I hope this makes sense, but make sure you have all the hair, and then you're going to take the end, this very end, you're going to hook it on to your hook. Take the end, hook it on, right, close it, and slide it through your loop like so. Okay, slide it through. Once it's through, now you're just going to pull up, and voila, that's how you do that. And that's pretty much it. And you can see the knot doesn't look that bad. Now it could probably be a little bit cleaner, but this is fine for me. But yeah, if you don't get all that hair on the loop initially, you're gonna have a messed up piece. Let me just show you what messed up piece I'm talking about. So I have a messed up piece in here. Hopefully you can see that, but you see this? You see all of this? This is a messed up one. I'm gonna change it and fix it, but this one got messed up because I didn't get all the hair through the loop when I pulled it through. This is what can happen if you don't try to get all the hair. So make sure you try to get all the hair through. So yeah, that's basically how I installed them. So with all that being said, I do think that these braids are amazing. They're easy, they're convenient, they look good, they feel good, okay? If you're looking for some bomb big braids, definitely check them out. I will have every link listed down below in the information box. Make sure you check out Sistawigs.com. They have everything you need. And also, they also have medium and small ones. Yes, so these are the large ones, but if these are a little bit too large for you, there are medium ones and smaller ones. So definitely check that out. Everything you can find on Sistawigs.com. So like I said, all links down below. And if you are new here, I do hope that you hit that subscribe button, okay? Come join the family. Yes, this is me giving you a virtual hug. Oh, that's that beard tight hug. That's that love. Please thumbs up this video, like, share, whatever it is you like to do. Leave me a comment. Follow me on social media. I am out here, okay? Snapchat fan, what up though? I love my Snapchat. Instagram, Twitter, I'm on all of it. I'll leave all of that down below in the information box as well. I'm on there all the time, so that's the quickest way to get a response from me if you need one. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys stay beautiful, stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.